The following program is rated PG.
Profit growing.
By the Daily News of Los Angeles. Some scenes contain explicit and revealing material about a dynamic newspaper market.
This show should not be viewed by persons who are not interested in making money.
You're in the kind of place where people give it all they've got. The kind of place where you come first without a second thought. Where every perfect stranger makes an even better friend. Where every day's a story that you never want to end. You're in Daily News Country.
Interesting, isn't it?
Daily News Country. You know, it really is interesting. The first thing you notice is how big it is. I mean, LA is such a big town anyway, but you really can't appreciate how big until you get a look at the valley, especially at night. You drive through the Santa Monica Mountains, and there it is, all lit up. It's almost like a separate city.
In fact, if the Daily News market was a county, it'd be the 9th largest in the country. Nearly 2 million people.
On a map, well, you can see it covers all of northern LA County. It includes the entire San Fernando Valley, and it also includes part of southern Ventura County. It's huge.
In all, that's about 38 communities, each one with its own separate identity. Yet all of them are really closely linked by their common ties to the city of LA.
And by some of the world's most famous and widely traveled freeways.
Daily News Country.
Interesting.
Isn't there?
For advertisers, here's a chance to reach LA's most affluent free-spending audience in one convenient buy.
And you know something else? The people in Daily News Country have a lot of money. The average household income is over $37,000 a year, compared to less than $31,000 for LA County as a whole. And last year alone, the market rang up over $14 billion in retail sales. This year, it's projected to reach nearly $16 billion. Now, this means a lot when you compare it with the rest of LA County. See for yourself.
With only 23% of LA County's total population, Daily News Country accounts for a lot more than that in retail sales. In fact, it outperforms the county in every major category, including
Food.
General merchandise.
And apparel.
people love to shop in Daily News Country.
I love to shop in the valley. There's so many different malls and places to go. In Ventura Boulevard alone, there must be over a zillion different shops to go to. And that's why I always check the Daily News. I love their ads. Their ads are great. I can always find out where all the big sales are and save a lot of time.
We've tried other LA papers, but none cover the valley like the Daily News, no matter what they say. Daily News seems to have a real good feel for what's going on here. And it shows, not only in their news, but in their advertising, too. Overall, I'd say it's the best paper in the valley, by far.
For advertisers, the proof is in the numbers. Since 1983, Daily News advertising lineage has shown substantial gains across the board, proof positive that advertisers, like readers, trust the Daily News, not only in retail advertising, but in other major categories, too.
Like finance.
During 1983, banks and savings and loans in Daily News Country recorded over $19 billion in deposits. And all the while, financial lineage in the Daily News kept pace.
It's also a traveler's market. People coming and going all the time.
Well, last year alone, nearly 8 million people arrived and departed on flights from LAX and from the Burbank Airport, which is right smack dab in the middle of Daily News Country.
And it's a professional market, filled with highly skilled people from all walks of life. And this makes it most attractive for recruitment advertisers. As home to many of California's largest high-tech employers, Daily News Country is fast becoming a world center for high technology. So much so that the San Fernando Valley is now frequently referred to as the Little Silicon Valley. Here again, Daily News readership reflects this trend, with recruitment advertising up a full 23%.
All the more evidence that the Daily News is the newspaper of this dynamic market.
Interesting.
Every market show has demographics, but take a look at the Daily News and you'll notice something interesting. In nearly every category, the numbers for the total market are almost equal to the Daily News readers.
From the even ratio of adult men and women,
to the large numbers of adults in the primary buying years.
From the high levels of education,
to the exceptionally high household income.
All are equal. And for advertisers, this can mean a lot.
It means that when you buy the Daily News, you're reaching an accurate cross-section of the entire market. And overall, you couldn't ask for a better bunch of prospects.
Interesting. Today, the Daily News is Southern California's fastest growing major newspaper, and there are plenty of good reasons why.
Well, it's a real California paper. It's fun, it's bright, it's sunny. All those California cliches, but it was true. I really enjoy it.
And so do a lot of others. Enough so that over the last 5 years, Daily News paid circulation has risen over 40%. Today, every day, over 444,500 people read the Daily News. They turn to it every day for in-depth coverage of national and world news events.
Politics, government,
Business.
And sports.
All in separate daily sections that have lots of color and are easy to read.
For entertainment, they turn to LA Life, the city's first and only daily entertainment magazine. After all, this is the entertainment capital of the world.
and for great buys, they turn to Daily News Classifieds, the 15th largest classified section in the nation.
They also enjoy reading great weekly sections like Thursday's Food,
And Sundays.
Travel.
Homes and Living.
The TV book.
And Parade, America's most widely read Sunday magazine.
For local news, you won't find a better source than Daily News Neighbors.
It's almost like a neighborhood magazine inside the paper. It's published every Wednesday and Sunday in 9 different zones. And it keeps you in touch with everything that's happening in your own community.
It's a great paper. I like it because they really take part in the community. They're always out there sponsoring events and contests, lots of fun things to see and do, free tickets to concerts, you name it. They really get involved.
And so should you. In fact, if you want to reach LA's richest, biggest spending market with your advertising, the Daily News is a must-buy.
Put the Daily News to work in your media plan. See what a difference it can make in your sales. And think of what you can do with all those extra profits.
Interesting, isn't it?
All the news you read about is all the news you need about the faces and the places that make the daily news. And every page is packed with information you can use. You're in daily news country.
Interesting, isn't it?
Daily news country.
Interesting.
Isn't it?
The Daily News, now appearing daily before 444,500 readers.